Hello, fight fans. The Zone told us we were going to start getting some big fights from some big fighters for $10 a month. They want to end the pay-per-view, and I am all for it. The last time Canelo Alvarez fought, it cost $85, and that hurts the pocketbook. Most people cannot afford this. $10 a month for this one. He's fighting Rocky Fielding. Rocky's got a big following. He's going to have a lot of fans over there in the UK when this comes through. Canelo Alvarez actually going up for one bout to 168 pounds. He's going to challenge Rocky Fielding for his title, the WBA World Championship. So let's size this up. Canelo a little younger, 28 years old, in his prime, 51-2. His only loss to Floyd Mayweather. A lot of people would say technically he should have a loss to Triple G. I would agree with that, but one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world, no doubt. Rocky Fielding, 27-1. He's got some world experience, some world championship experience underneath his belt now. That being said, this would be a huge upset if Rocky were able to pull this off. It literally would be like a Rocky Apollo moment. And these moments happen in boxing, though. They definitely do. And if the Englishman were to pull this off, Oscar De La Hoya, he was asked in an interview when he's getting out of his car the other day, was asking him what happens if Canelo Alvarez loses to Rocky Fielding on December 15th. And he said, it's absolutely devastating. It would be the most detrimental hit to Golden Boy boxing in our history. That's what he said. He knows the stakes are that high. Canelo Alvarez, he has to win. He has to win impressively. Rocky Fielding, he doesn't have a whole lot of pressure on him. So here's the odds. If you want to win $100 on Canelo Alvarez, you're going to have to dole out $1,600. I wouldn't recommend that. This is boxing. You never know what's going to happen. Somebody can trip and fall, whatever the case. I'm not saying that's the only way that Rocky Fielding has a chance to win. He is a plus 900 underdog, though. So if you bet $100 on Rocky Fielding, he's somehow able to pull it off, you're going to come out of there $900 richer for every $100 you put down. In the United States, of course, like I said, this is on DAZN. You just have to have a DAZN subscription. If you haven't taken the free trial yet, this would be a good time to do it. If you're in the UK, the main card's going to be on Sky Sports. This is out of Madison Square Garden in New York. This is going to be a huge, huge event. Now, don't be fooled by the times for this. You're going to see a lot of things like 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific for the start. That's a lot of prelim stuff. And this is a long main card. So at first I was very concerned about this running into the UFC card. UFC on Fox, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. So the fighters, Canelo Alvarez and Rocky Fielding, are scheduled to enter the ring at about 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. Perfect timing. That should cover 30 minutes probably of UFC. UFC should be over for 30 minutes or so. We can jump right into boxing. So we can have our cake and eat it too. Fielding is 5 inches taller than Alvarez. He's 6'1". Canelo Alvarez just 5'8". He's going to have a 4.5-inch reach advantage, 75 to 70.5-inch reach advantage. Canelo Alvarez, he's never fought at super middleweight. He's never fought someone this tall. He's never fought someone this big of a reach advantage. I think a lot of people are sleeping on Rocky Fielding. I'm not saying I would favor him, but I'm certainly not counting him out. Kevin Lyle from Yahoo Sports said it will be an interesting fight. I'm entering the comfort zone of the champion. He's used to fighting bigger people. He's used to taking bigger punches. It's no secret that he's a better fighter. Also has more experience. Moving up in weight levels the playing field. It's a risk and a challenge. Canelo likes challenges, so that's why he's doing this. It's a quick turnaround for Alvarez. It's just been 3 months since that war with Triple G. Absolute war, no matter how you feel about that. A lot of people felt that the decision, was not so great, that maybe Canelo Alvarez shouldn't have won that or shouldn't have won it by as wide a margin as other people thought, or that maybe this could have been the draw, and that, of course, that Triple G should have won the first one. All those, I believe, are legitimate arguments. What is not up for argument is that Canelo Alvarez is absolutely one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world. And he's got an absolutely amazing record to prove it. Rocky Fielding has not fought anybody the likes of Canelo Alvarez. I mean, not even close. He is a world champion, so, don't take that away from him. He's got one loss, just like Canelo Alvarez. Some people might look at it and say, Mike, hey, what's the deal here? Are you playing favorites towards Canelo Alvarez? First of all, Rocky Fielding, he doesn't have one-punch knockout power. He's got 15 knockouts in 27 fights, so he's finished about half of his fights. But he's really fought a lot of journeyman opponents for the most part. Very few noticeable names. I mean, if you look through this, you're not going to recognize any of the names on here. Almost none of them. He has one loss when he stepped up in talent against Callum Smith. Callum Smith was 17-0, fought him in Liverpool, got knocked out. That's basically his big fight. He won a vacant British championship over John Ryder. Nobody in the States knows who that guy is. I'm not even sure how many people in England know who that guy is. He won the WBA World Super Middleweight title over a guy named Tyrone Zug. No offense to Tyrone Zug, but who the Zug is that guy? I mean, come on. He got a knockout. He won it by the knockout, but this is not, this is an A-level fighter versus a B-minus fighter. Let's be honest, at the end of the day, if Canelo Alvarez was to lose this, like Oscar De La Hoya said, it would be absolutely catastrophic. I will be doing the Fight Companion on this fight, though, right after UFC. We're doing Bellator tomorrow, then Saturday, we're doing the UFC on Fox. Directly after, we're doing Rocky Fielding versus Canelo Alvarez. I think it should be a fun fight, though. I think it'll take a little while for Canelo to get him out of there because he's going to, he's fighting somebody that's a little bigger. He's never fought at super middleweight, so that's why I give Fielding 7 rounds. I think Canelo will get some work in there. I think he'll hurt Rocky to the body some. I don't think it's going to be a very fun time for Rocky Fielding. That being said, Oscar De La Hoya, Canelo Alvarez, they sat them down and they asked them about the Triple G fight. They said, are you guys going to fight Triple G again? Are you interested in it? They said that is a fight that we are very interested in. That is a fight that will happen. And that is a fight we want to happen very soon. So should he get past Rocky Fielding, we could see Canelo Alvarez versus Triple G 3 on the zone for free. What about that? But we have a free fight coming up here on Saturday. Like I said, Rocky Fielding and Canelo Alvarez. I am excited about it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. We get to see Canelo Alvarez fight. Rocky Fielding always brings it. The guy is tough as nails, and he's going to come in there and he's going to put on a battle. And he is a showman, and it's going to show. And at the end of the day, I believe Canelo Alvarez will walk away with another division championship. That is a big thing in his legacy. How many weight classes can you become champion in? So I want to know what you guys think, though. What kind of chances do you give Rocky Fielding? Do you think this is a quick knockout for Canelo Alvarez? Do you think that Canelo Alvarez is kind of taking an easy one? Does he deserve an easy fight? Are these more of the type of fights that we're going to be getting on DAZN from him? Since this is not pay-per-view, they've talked about the Triple G fight. Will they pursue that fight, though? Let me know down there in the comments. Please hit that like button. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button. Make sure you ring that bell so you get notifications as to when I go live or post a new video. Don't forget, tonight, MMA and boxing trivia, live at 5. Until then, as always, I love you, I respect you, and I'll see your fine asses later.